But first, at their best, movies can take us to places we've never been and allow us to see a world we've never seen. That is something you get from the Banff Mountain Film Festival. The Banff Mountain Film Festival World Tour will be at the State Theater in Portland Friday and Saturday evenings, presenting adventure films shot on all 7 continents. We sat down with Tom Whiting for a preview of some of the movies and to get a sense of what the festival is all about.
Originally, the mountain themes of mountain culture, mountain environment, mountain sport and adventure. There's certainly more diversity now than it used to be. Looking back in 2003, 2004, I looked at the 2 venues we did here in Maine. We had 2 women. One was Lynn Hill, a famous climber, and one was a mother polar bear. Now we have 6 or 7 films with starring women.
And I'm guessing it has gotten more international. There are now stories that are told in these films from around the world.
Yeah, and it's traveling around the world. It goes to 40 countries around the world, 7 continents.
All right, they're great to see, and so let's stop talking about it and start looking at some clips. We're going to begin with a film called Balkan Express. Let's take a look. The skiers are salivating. What's the story here, Tom?
So we have 2 world-class athletes who take buy a one-way ticket from Munich to Greece, and they're planning to mountain bike and ride and ski back the 1,500 miles through the very difficult mountains, the Balkan mountains of Europe. And the weather, much of this 1,500-mile trek was much like it was here last week in Portland.
And this is a sense of what the mountain biking was like as they were getting from area to area. Yes. So some spectacular footage there. On to another film. This one is called Colors of Mexico. Let's take a look at this clip. Of the clips that I've seen, Tom, this one is unquestionably one of the most riveting. I thought it was absolutely amazing. The story behind Colors of Mexico is?
It's a 4-minute film from Switzerland. Killian is another world-class athlete. He's obviously a mountain biker. What makes this different is, well, he goes from 3,000-foot high volcano down through the streets of one of the Mexican cities. But I think this stands out is, I've seen a lot of films kind of like this, where they go fantastic, scary things, but the color, the imagery, the way it's melded in a melting pot of the 2 of them makes it stand out to me among many of them.
We've talked over the years that you've come on 207 as you've brought the festival to Maine about how the changes in drones and GoPros have enabled filmmakers to do things that would have been unthinkable even 20 years ago, right?
And more sponsorship money so they can do more. With Google Earth, they can go to more remote places that they can find better equipment, better filming. The theaters have better sound equipment, better projection.
It's great stuff. Let's take a look at our 3rd clip. This is from a film called Walking on Clouds. Tell us about this one.
Raphael is an engineer by training, and what he's learned as an engineer, he's helped develop his skills as a highliner. Here he is, he's about to attempt set a world's record 6,000 feet above the earth, apropos to this week in the news, between 2 balloons.
Okay, that's an intriguing looking film. I'd like to see more of that. But we're going to move on to our 4th and final clip. It's from a movie called Wild Waters. Here we go.
She stands out, her paddling skills stands out very distinctly between, for better or for worse, between guys like me that are self-taught and from someone like her who is trained in a system, in one of the top slalom paddling systems in the world, in the French system.
I think just about every year that you've come and joined us, there has been at least one film that has featured kayaking. Yes. Tell us about this one.
Vivian Newman is again a world-class kayaker. She was introduced by Ben Benswary, who's also a world-class athlete. The two of them went on this. Her goal was, she's a 30-year-older, to set the world's record for the highest kayaking off the highest waterfall, 100 feet in the backcountry of Ecuador. Again, this makes this stand out as just her courage and their commitment.
Now that you are suitably inspired, the Banff Mountain Film Festival World Tour will be at the State Theater in Portland on Friday and Saturday. The films vary from night to night. Head to the 207 section of our News Center Maine app or website for more information.